Danko. Siyabuya, enter. 3-0 Orlando Pirates victory against the Chilli boys. Angeke balonge. Siyashisa nje naturally. Ngintsheliile in my predictions, in the words of Junior Kanye. Uyibhale phansi. Pirates 3. The Chilli boys nil. Yeah, the game overall, first half, we played a very attractive football. Like what Mr. Jonga was saying, we were playing against our tens. Team Yaga tens. They were playing us pound for pound in the midfield. They were keeping the ball on the floor. They were playing it, moving it, competing with us almost anywhere on the field until the mistake by the goalkeeper that led to our first goal. And then from there, everything just fell apart. But otherwise, it's a victory. Orlando Pirates. Siyaba enter, siyaba ngena. Today I've got the whole team. It's in India.
I'm saying things fall apart there by Chippa United.
Yeah, things fall apart. So today I've got the whole team. Angeke balonge, Mpetu Chonga, Ndlovu and Liz. I don't know when last did we shoot a video, everybody all together. It's been a minute. I actually missed having the whole team together. So let's enter them. Let's enter them. Our first 11. Siyabangena. Let me start with you, Nigel. In your pre-match conference, what's Chedo when Alfungo having a false 9? You wanted to have a proper striker today. Overall, comparing your team to what the team that Zimbabwe chose, how do you feel about it?
My team was completely different. I mean, I put Usam instead of Marco, Ujusta. Okay, Ujusta instead of Ndlovu, and also I had put Mabasa. So it was completely different. And today I feel like we won by luck, but then also luck comes by trying and putting effort. So I don't really like playing the team on how they played. So it was like good enough, but I don't think it's the best you can give. You understand me? It was like at some point the match was too ordinary, but at some point Chippa had the ball too much, and I don't want that. I want Pirates to go on the whole game. And sometimes it's impossible since we're playing a lot of games. But
We'll get into
comparing
that.
my team to his team, it's okay. I
Ah,
feel like they played well, and yeah.
lovely things. Liz, just your thoughts on that first 11.
Okay. I'm saying I'm not necessarily surprised by the starting 11 because I think he wants to keep it consistent, especially since he's got like a formation that seems to be somewhat working, especially because we don't have a full time striker, one that's fit enough to play a whole 90 minutes. So I think maybe for Zimbabwe right now, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, until we get a proper striker, then maybe he might change up a few things. But I think he could maybe switch up a couple of things, but we'll see.
Lovely. Neville, I was jetted out for Neville. Your first 11 thoughts.
Um, my first 11 from judging on JZ's first 11, it was nothing unexpected. It's like we're starting to see a consistent team right now, and they're getting the results. So why fix it? With Dumbo playing as a false nine, I kind of disagree and agree with it, but it's working because he drops in, and we see now the long balls are reaching Horta. Like there's a number of balls which are thrown over the top and they reach Horta. The number of runs that Horta makes. Personally, it was the same as the one before, so I couldn't comment much. I can't comment much on the starting 11.
But yeah, overall that first 11, simply pray. It was how should I, in terms of JZ, the way he thinks, it was predictable. It was obvious that he was going to play that. In the pre-match conference, me and Nigel had our teams, and the teams that he brought out are very different, which is, JZ's thoughts on consistency. So we'll have to leave it at that. It's just consistency, and we're liking it. First half, we've got 2 goals, 2 errors or 2 mistakes in the back line of Chippa United, and we punished them. Firstly, with the Hoto goal, went through the keeper's legs, don't know what happened there. The own goal, they didn't clear their lines and we punished them. They punished themselves with their own goal. Overall, you could see that the first half we were taking the ball more to them. We had more control of the possession in midfield because you saw the game was tense in midfield. We were battling for that ball. We play nice football. We lose the ball. They play nice football. It was a challenge. It was a battle of the midfield. Overall thoughts on that first half, Mr. Chonga?
It was okay. I mean, nothing. As I said before, like if you don't like take your chances, or luck comes if you take your chances. That's what happened in the first half. And also, I feel like in the midfield it was challenging, and when you got the chance, like I feel like what do you call those inverted wing wings or something like that? I don't know
Yeah.
what they call it, but switching the wings between Hoto and Pule really affected us badly because Hoto had to turn and then pass the ball instead of just passing the ball on time. And
Mm.
I feel like that's a challenge. I feel like we have a lot of wing players that use their left foot instead of their right foot. So I feel like that's what I noticed from the first half would be they were taking time, especially from the right hand side. They were trying to turn and then pass the ball. But other, other than that, I feel like Chippa also like put in the work. So it was just okay. We took our chances and they made their own mistakes. So yeah. Well done to star player Makaringe. I feel like in the first half I was showing plays, bruh.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh,
Well,
yeah. I thought
what
it
do you?
wasn't hectic. Before you didn't even get tested in the first half, I think.
Uh-uh.
He was just having so
Not
yeah,
really.
it was a good half.
Yeah. 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 Well, simply put, you like you said, what I was talking to you about in the pre-match conference, that having two left-footed players on the wings is going to result in that what you saw Hoto do. So when he was trying to cross, he had a chance to say right and put it in. He's like, let me turn, put it in with my left. You saw that's what I was saying. But anyways, let's move it on to Liz. Your first half thoughts. What do you think about that first half?
Since I was only able to see the first half, I think the stuff was okay. There were a few moments where we were losing possession quite a bit, in my opinion. I think there was a point where there was a pass to Hoto. I'm not sure who made it to him, but they could have passed to Bule instead because Hoto was offside. So I think some of the passes
No,
Makaringe.
that were made on,
Makaringe.
yes, it was a pass from Makaringe to Hoto when he could have passed it to Bule who was onside. So I feel like passes like that, or offsides like that, could be avoided. If like since you're the player that literally can see everything from your point of view, you can avoid offsides like that, especially if you can see them coming. I think uh the idea of, I'm not sure who mentioned in the past video where we're like pinballing the ball in the penalty box. That happened again today. And it was literally like, I don't know what was going on in the 21st minute. It was literally just like going from one person to the other, and I was like, what's going on? I
Havoc.
don't know what's happening. Okay. I didn't know.
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Continue.
Oh, okay. I think communication between the defenders and our goalkeeper got slightly better. I could see between Sanchoy and Ofori got a little bit better when Ofori did call for the ball and Sanchoy was covering him in a sense to make sure nobody was obviously running for the ball would cause any form of danger. So I think communication is getting slightly better. I would like it to get stronger. So when we face like more difficult opponents, that isn't a problem anymore. I think Cotton needs to time his runs a bit better because he's extremely fast. So as soon as he times his runs wrong, offsides are going to be a serious problem. And then I think there's one thing. What's this? I think Makaringe, well, it's not necessarily his goal, but the own goal that was kind of assisted by Makaringe. there was a point where he could have shot with his first touch,
Mm.
where I feel like he should have taken his shot, but he waited for a second touch, and I was like, no, you should have shot with your first touch instead of going for the second one. I think he could have taken that one and probably would have went in instead of deflecting in. So yeah, those are the only notes for my second half. Or first half, sorry.
Lovely, lovely. Neville, that first half,
Um,
bro.
Starting with the defense, right? Defensively, I feel we were solid. We had times when Ndlovu would push up, then you'd either have Munare covering or Makaringe dropping back into the position. Um, what I also picked up on the match was that it was a very nice match that we were playing football. Um, but the thing I disliked was our corners are not getting better. Like there isn't any anything that comes out of the corners. It's just like the corners they get defended. It's like throw ins. It's like there's nothing. We just resuming with play. Like it's not threatening. You also mentioned in a previous video that you could use Tyson's height, Jelly's presence in those set pieces. Like we should really make use of the set pieces. Yeah, and the thing is, Makaringe was good as always, but I kind of feel like there was a time where, as Liz mentioned, that he passed Porto instead of passing. I think it was either Pule or who's that false nine? False nine. Dambo was in between the two defenders. Was in between the two defenders, and if you played that pass, like their defense was gonna be like they were gonna be in sixes and sevens, not knowing what to do, not knowing how to deal with it. So yeah, so he opted for Porto, and the other thing was Otto's left footed. Like, ish, this thing of players being one footed, like, ish, guys, it's the Premier Soccer League. We expect such from Sunday football. Like, players should be able to use both feet in those type of situations. Like, you should have just used this right foot. Like, trust, like, your weak foot can do wonders. Like, especially when you have momentum, like, you just needed that right foot. And yeah, but I kind of feel like we deserved the win. We deserved the goal. Although they came from mistakes, but we were knocking at the door. There's like Mtambo's miss, the one that hit upright. It was also that was a beautiful turn. Unfortunately, it didn't go in. But yeah, we deserved that win. It would have been a nice goal. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the first half.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Lovely things, lovely things. That first half, like was on fire. That post hit by Mtambo, the turn. We forgot to mention the turn.
The
Quality,
turn.
quality. Also, Makaringe got a pass from Pule first half. He tried to header it. I don't know what happened. He shot with the top of his cup. I was like,
Ish. Yeah.
Makaringe owes us 2 goals today. He owes us the own goal. He should have shot like first time, like Liz said, and that header. Yes, Kolota. But it's fine. Moving on to the second half. Second half, we were doing like I've been saying this. I was telling you guys. I was like, every time Paris goes into the first half, and we're leading. Second half, we're gonna sit back and wait for the counter, and it happened. You saw how long periods of the game, the Chilli boys were hitting us under pressure, under pressure. It's just that I don't know. Dance's teams, like his team, Chilli boys. They like playing the ball, but when they get into the final third in the box, it's a bit of sometimes it's a bit of lack of creativity. But to get there, the ball is
They could have punished.
yeah.
They could have punished us. Yeah.
They could have hurt us really bad. It's just they don't have a final product. Something happened today for them, but yeah, that second half for me, the only highlight was the goal. It was lovely build up play, the touches to reach to that final ball to Mutwari. What a finish from the central defensive midfielder. He shows why he got a call up to the national squad with his performance as well today. That hard work, especially the cover that he gave to Jele after they chowed him. He got the ball back, gave Jele the ball, and what an assist from Jele. But yeah, Mr. Chonga, Just tell us a little bit about that second half.
There was nothing much into the second half. I just really appreciate the fact that we had double anchors because it really worked well because we were basically defending most of the second half. And I don't think if we didn't have Umutwari and Utabang would play better or would defend better. So yeah, and also the fact that the coach realized that he had to rest Makaringe and Uhoto at some point was very good because they've been playing like all of the match most of the time. So like them being rested for Wednesday's game, I think it's a good thing. But this thing of saying we win first half and then we defend second half is not going to get us far, especially now that we're playing in CAF, because CAF teams are very like they analyze your game and they probably know that if Pirates wins in the first half, in the second half they're going to defend, or if they're losing in the first half, in the second half they're going to come guns blazing. So we just have to balance the attack and the defense. And yeah, besides the goal, there's nothing that really happened. I feel like we should be more consistent in how we play. Shouldn't go back to how we played before in terms of attacking and then defending. That's not good football at all.
Mm.
Go pound for pound. We'd rather draw in terms of we drew because we're attacking than we drew because we're defending. You get me?
Get you.
Because if Chippa was a good team, they would have like covered. There would be like 2-2 at some point. They are like attacks that are so good. They could have scored.
Mm.
So like, so just because they're unlucky, and we cannot always base our winning streak on luck. So I feel like we should just score more goals, go attack. We have good players, so why not? You get me?
Get you.
Yeah. But in general, that was what I got from the second half. And also to extend the point on corners, we need to take our corners properly. Like there's a lot of
Yeah.
times we want to just kick the ball. Like people like, what are you trying to do? At least an in swinger up there, an out swinger out there, and then it passes the players. That's better. But those short corners, I'm not sure. What are you trying to do? Like, what are you trying to do? As a player, ask yourself when you're playing football, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to achieve with this type of pass? You get me? And I think the team should, they don't have time right now, but when they come back, they have like a week or something. They should work on their set pieces because, nah, man, you can't be doing that. It's a professional football league, and I feel like that matters a lot. Your corners, because we get a lot of corners for the fact that we sit there. So, yeah. But I can pass it on to Nevo. You can like explain what you saw from the second half since Omanis I didn't watch the second half.
Honestly, no, the second half was boring because the position stats at one point there was 60-40 in favor of the Chilli boys, showing that we were just sitting back and defending. And in our defense, right, we could concede goals because of we are defending. Like we must be like teams like Sundown that once they're winning, it's frustrating to be on the other team because you hardly get the ball and you're losing, which forces fouls, which might force set pieces, which forces the other teams to create mistakes which they wouldn't want to create. Like they would give away stupid fouls. But now we were just sitting back and defending. And one positive I can draw from the second half was Ofori say was it a corner or something like or it was looped in the one way he hit it away and he got injured for a second. If you look at that chance, right, most of our players were like it's like they were ball watching. It's like we didn't expect it's like everybody was flat footed at that moment. And I feel like when it comes to defending a lot. Like if you go in to the second half defending and you're sitting back and you become too casual, you can easily lose a game. And yeah, that's that's not our way to lose a match. We'd rather, like Mr. Jonah said, attack and get a draw rather than defend and get a draw at the end. We were about to defending, then they score, and it's just now we're chasing the game now to insert our dominance to be winning again. So yeah, that's all I can say about the second half. Okay, it was a nice goal uh by Mutari. It was a nice goal, nice trap finish. But yeah, it just shows that it was the game plan to sit back, absorb, and yeah. All I can say is I wish and hope when we are winning, we take control of the game. We hold the ball. At least possession stats must say 50-50 if we thingy, or 60 or 55 in our favor, that we hold the ball, make the other team frustrated. That's my second half.
Lovely things, lovely things. Like these are all the points. I remember there was a video where we were talking about Kaiser Chiefs winning team, the one that had Tefuma Shamaite and the Tower scoring goals from corners, and I was like,
Mm.
it's very essential to win tight games. Like imagine if the mistakes that the Chilli boys made, the first half mistakes, if they didn't happen, and the amount of corners we got, those corners could be a chance to score a goal because you need to be threatening. If you're threatening from corners, you have chances to score. And in a tight game, set pieces are very important. Like if we're gonna go against Sundowns and the game is no need, it's the 89th minute, you get a corner. You're not even hopeful that Tyson or someone is gonna get to the ball. You're just like, it's fine. It's just a corner because the delivery is not aimed at anyone. It just goes, and you're just like, it's disappointing. But hey, hopefully they'll have time to work on it because when I look at it today, Tyson had his biggest test in terms of aerial power. Today we actually saw that Tyson is not the best. He's got Evanga. Hey, Evanga is too much. Hey, that guy is big and he did a lot. So I think Tyson falls to number two there in the aerial battle. But Evanga won't be in every team. So we need to actually work on that, getting goals from set pieces. Because, hey, it's exposing us because, hey, the quality is down. And this thing of, like what you guys have all been saying, we're it, our game plan is basically dependent on our first half. If the first half is good, second half we defend. First half is bad, second half guns blazing. And to be a title winning side, to be a side that's gonna be like, I'm challenging for the title, we can't be playing that kind of football. We need to be a team that if we're winning 2-0 first half, second half we're going for number 3, 4, 5. We're going to punish them to make sure that they don't come back at us. Let's get on to the Mnandi moment. I can give this to Liz. Liz, give us your Mnandi moment of the game.
Mine has to go to Figo's attempted goal in the 29th minute. That turn and strike was actually very beautiful to watch. I'm not
Yes.
going to lie. Sure, it didn't get in, but the pure skill that it took to literally like the effortless turn and strike. If it literally just went a couple of inches to the right, it would have been a very nice goal. Very beautiful goal to watch. So that's just I had to give it to Figo today. That
Lovely,
was nice.
lovely, lovely. Nevo. Mnandi moment.
Uh, for me, it's Ben Mutari's trap. That trap, because it fell unfavorably. Like 10 out of, like I can say 7 out of 10 now. If it was another player in that situation, it's hitting his shin, the ball is going there, it's a counter attack. And Ben Mutari managed to control, and the shot, it's history. So that's my Nandi moment.
Danko. Mr. Chonga. Naiche. Australia. Mnandi.
My Mnandi moment was very contradictory for the fact that before that, Jelle got charged by I don't know which player from Chippa. And then when he got charged, he got the ball back from Mutwari. And for him to change his mind, or like his mindset from, oh shit, excuse my language, from, oh my bad, I got charged, he made a good pass which led to the first goal, I think. And I feel like that was a Mnandi moment. The fact that from like, oh my bad, oh my god, I got charged, to the fact that he had to change his mind and quickly like get a pass that charged almost the whole defense for Chipa, which was like yeah, it was a good pass, and I feel like that was my Mnandi moment. Nothing with too much sauce, but yeah.
Dankwa. My Mnandi moment has to go to Makaringe. I think it was in the first 5 minutes. I tried singing his skill. I don't tell him cheat. Yo. I'm shining Rakat. I don't know if it was Rakat or something. Ay. Guys, honestly speaking, like Orlando Pirates, I don't know if you guys, or I know you guys, you've watched the team. Orlando Pirates has been known for sugar. Like, honestly, think about the players we've had. We've had Masuku. Is it Masuku? Ne? Yeah, it's Masuku.
Yeah.
We've had Siso Mieni. We had Tabo Rahale. We've had Section 10. I before it.
Also,
Section
Kalinge.
10. Section 10. That guy.
Kalinge.
That guy,
Yeah.
they'll fuck him 15 minutes against Kaiser Chiefs last few minutes. You. The stadium will go crazy. I miss having that feeling, like watching an Orlando Pirates team that has sugar. I don't know, maybe it's because we have a German coach now. We don't have a lot of sugar. But Makaringe, like, the thing about sugar is not just, it's not just for fun. It's part of South African football, and I love it because it shows confidence in a player. If a player has sugar, he just wants to do sugar and he's telling the opposition that I'm gonna do sugar because I know you're not gonna mark me fed. It's confidence, it's arrogance. That arrogance we used to have with Ace and Jali in midfield, or just Ace. That arrogance, it shows that I'm inside. I miss that.
Yeah.
But anyways, sugar for another video. What made us see Fage? The sugars of the Orlando Pirates of Bafaga. Otherwise, overall, it was a lovely game to watch. Thank you guys for watching in. Don't forget, just hit that like button. Just show us some love. Just show us some love and share this video to all your Bagania friends. Let's show some love in the comment section. What you think about the game, the team, the performance, your man of the match. Just tell us down in the section below and we'll...
Can I add something?
Yeah.
Yeah, please watch our videos. You saw how we predicted that either Makaringe or Hoto would score, and that Wama said that would score 3 goals at least, and that happened. Next time, please watch our videos. You may get some sauce for the bad way if you do the bad way things. Yes, yeah. So, yeah.
Lovely.
All right,